Greetings YouTube, Cross-Train from World of Tanks, and today I am bringing you a replay in my Type 59, that rare Chinese Tier 8 medium premium tank. In fact, had a couple of my new clanmates ask me recently, or actually not really ask me, but say, boy, I really wish I had one. And I got this tank, I think the last time I went on sale in a gift shop is when I bought the Type 59. Just looked a little bit ago, I've got about 219, this was my 219th battle in this tank, although I have played it probably a dozen times in the last year. So don't play it very much. Just recently, if you've been following my YouTube channel, just recently got back into playing mediums after a long sojourn with heavies and TDs primarily. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. We are looking at a game here on Northwest. It's about a 50-50 split. XVM likes them slightly more than it likes us, but nonetheless it's pretty evenly split. So I am playing with Florb Frenarb. I love that name. From Millard's Minions as well. And he is in a Super Pershing, and we are going to do what mediums should do on this map, I believe, which is to go up the one line and hold or press aggressively depending on how the battle progresses as it moves along. So we've got a couple of TDs coming up here, myself, Florb. Looks like we've got a heavy that's coming up here as well. So we should be pretty well set. Now, if you notice on the enemy team, there is no arty in this game, which means that I'm going to play this a little bit more aggressively than I normally would, at least until I assess the situation that the other team is going to, how they're going to approach this battle. I can already see they got a couple tanks over on the AB ridge, but normally I would park right in behind that building right there, just so that I could observe this crossing right here. If you're sitting behind this building, you've got side shots into them when they cross over. But since there's no arty, I am going to take a more aggressive position. And this position is just about perfect for this tank right here. I can basically get sideways on here, hide all of the side of my hull, and still have a shot looking over these rocks here. So I'm going to sit here and just kind of assess what's going on. So far I know that there's a Type 59 up there. There's a T-150. I'd try a shot at the commander's hatch in that T-150 and I missed. So I know I've got at least those two tanks up here. So again, you can see, you can see from this position that they've got very little they can shoot at of me hiding behind that rock, and I still can get shots over that rock. So this is really a great position, but again, it's untenable basically if there's arty. So this Type 59 is just giving me a side, which is kind of nice. But with no arty, again, this is a nice aggressive position. You can see that I am now suddenly alone up here, and when the enemy E-25 decides to be aggressive, and I shoot directly into the ground. What a beautiful shot that was, huh? Wow, that was one of the finest. I see this green player in the Type 25 or T-25 AT, and I decide that he's a priority target. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I can to take him. I am not going to get the third shot on him because I've got this E-25 who's, again, I gave him a little bit too much on my side, so I'm just going to sit here. This E-25 is either really silly or just being unnecessarily aggressive there, because there's not really a lot he's going to be able to do unless he gets right in there and turns. Now I get a little hairy here. Okay, I track this guy. The 25 AT does come in and say, okay, I'm going to... But he backs off again, so I'm going to just take care. I'm going to... This is nice. I'm going to bounce a shot from the 25 AT, and I decide to take him first. I probably should have taken the 25 AT first, but he does get taken out by R25-2, at which point the other E-25 runs away. So I'm going to get back in. Now I've got a tank here that I can be even more aggressive off. That was a bad shot off the. I bounced it right off the front plate of the, and I'm going to do it again. Really bad, but anyway, so I've taken up a little. I'm actually using this 25A2 to be a little bit more aggressive, so I can get out and get better shots actually on these targets here. So I'm just hiding my bottom plate behind here, and got 1, 2, 3 tanks in front of us. The other E25 is disappeared from our sight somewhere. So right now it is me and Florb and an ARL 44 up in this corner, and we're basically holding our own. Down in the south of the map, you can see our team is. It was looking a little grim earlier, but it's looking a little better now. We've got them from a couple different flanks, so that should go pretty well. And we'll see how that turns out in a minute. But I notice right now that here comes the E25. He's trying to come up behind us. I tell Florb he's coming behind us. Be careful. So we're trying to get some shots here. The E25 is, oh, he doesn't realize that we saw him and turned around and would take care of that. So I've got 2 kills so far. I got 2,265 damage already. I have fired a whole buttload of premium, which some of it I didn't need to do, but I actually set it up to fight against that T-59. I wanted the extra pen that I had for that, but as it turned out, I didn't really need it. I decide at this point, I tell Florb, I'm going to get aggressive here. So I've got 3 tanks in front of me now. So this gets hairy. This E2 is shooting HE at me, which is kind of fun. But so again, the Type 59 took this chance to charge the T-150. I decide, since he's a one-shot, I'm going to take him out now. He's tracked me, and I'm not sure why he didn't shoot me right now, because he had the advantage on me, but he didn't. And therefore, he allowed me to come around, get a shot in his side for the 15th and final kill of this match. So, that was quite the interesting fight there, particularly at the end there, to take out 3 tanks. Yes, they were low health tanks, but again, it's always a little bit blood curdling when you're facing 3 tanks by yourself. And one of them is a Type 59, because they are a little bit challenging to take down. So this was a good game for me. I really enjoyed the game, and let's take a look real quickly at the post-game stats. So you can see that I made a bunch of cash here. Well, I grossed a bunch of cash, 106,815. I picked up a steel wall, and this is just good enough for a first-class mastery badge, but a whole bunch of bruiser, hand of God, duelist, shellproof, fire for effect, and fighter. Spotted just 1 vehicle. Again, this is a 5-buy weekend, so picked up 10,175 XP for this game. Going over the team score, you can see sorted by damage. Had a nice game, 3,226 damage with 5 kills. The enemy team had their SU-122-44 had a really nice game at 32-22, so I outdamaged him by 4 hit points. Look at the difference. I had 5 kills with that, and he had 1. So he I don't know why he didn't win Confederate, because he had to have hit a whole bunch of tanks there. But in fact, let's look and see. Yeah, all of that was spread across just 4 tanks for him, destroying 1. So again, 1,331 base XP was only good enough for first class mastery badge, which is pretty amazing actually. Looking at the details, I took 22 shots, 20 of which hit, 16 of those penned, again for 3226. I received 17 shots, 10 of which penned me and 7 of which bounced. Blocked almost 2,000, 1,760 damage was blocked by my armor. And again caused 490 assisted damage. It only drove about 1.4 kilometers. You can see here that had 106,815 gross credits received, but because I fired I think 14 premium rounds there early when I was facing off against the Type 59, I spent 51,000 to replace my ammo and almost 8,000 to repair the vehicle. So I grossed just a little under 50,000 for this game. But again, this is a good game for me in this tank. Just really starting to enjoy mediums again. Again, I had a really nice matchup right there. Even though it was a 50-50 matchup, it was a tier 8 game and no artillery, so I was able to take that slightly more aggressive, and with a rate of fire that this tank has, was able to really hold that corner pretty well. Plus I had a couple of others back there helping me out, so worked out really good. It turned out to be a very, very good matchup for this Type 59 tank, which is still a good tank. It has been nerfed at least once, I know, pretty significantly, and it needed to be nerfed because it was, before I ever owned it, it was pretty overpowered. But today it's nicely balanced, I think, and it still can do some work. So there you have it, folks. Cross-train from World of Tanks. I hope you enjoyed this replay. Drop a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave any comments in there how you would have played it better, or how you would have played it differently, or what you saw that I missed. I'm always open for assistance to tell me how to be better at this game. So appreciate you watching, and until next time, I will see you on the field. Cross-train from World of Tanks. Peace.